yeah guys, so we'll just do a bit more of an in-depth on the equipment that my dad has and where he wants the company to go, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what was the reason, Dad, on buying this and all the equipment basically that you have?
Well, the reason for it was, at the end of the day, the machine comes with everything we want to use this part of the equipment we're buying. So basically the Liugong is loaded up with all the pipe work on the machine. So basically that means that we can buy a grab. The machine then can take out hedges for us, move stuff around. It's just so much better for operating the machine and the machine doing the work for us. So like I said, so we bought this grab, really pleased with it.
So basically going off that, so Dad bought this, so there's a load of jobs, a load of different jobs that he will use this for like demolition, taking trees out, and stuff like that.
So you're saying we're gonna get a rotator for it because the machine is geared up for it. So like I said, we're gonna invest as well, putting a rotator on this grab as well.
So doing that means, so if we've got like a job, for instance, on a farm or something like that, and there's a long fence with cable or anything like that, just means that we can grab it and just keep rotating it, then put it into a nice big ball and then chuck it into a trailer. So that will be even better than it already is. It is a really good grab. And the good thing I like about this is it opens really, really wide. So a normal grab is like a general construction one, where obviously you obviously get like a frame inside it, whereas this is for like tree surgery and stuff like that. So, but it still does work really well for like demolition and stuff like that, isn't it? Because obviously you have used so yeah, going on to the tilt bucket now. So this is something that I persuaded my dad to buy. So it's a Scandinavian tilt bucket, and what it means is your edges basically on the side of the bucket aren't straight. So when you're coming up to like doing finish work, stuff like that, it just means when you're grading against the building, the back of the bucket is at that angle so it stays away. And the other thing is that my dad does like a lot of bank work, ditches, all sorts of stuff, and ponds as well. So I think the reason why we invested in it as well is obviously because of wear and tear on the machine. So it just means that we don't have to move about, so the tracks will last longer. It's easier for the machine because obviously you're not tracking about again. And obviously the big reason is because it's going to save us fuel, and everyone knows at the moment the prices of fuel is ridiculous.
It is.
So that will be saving us money.
And the reason for me buying all this equipment, because the Liugong's so geared up for the equipment that we want to put on there, and with my son driving so many different ranges of machines nowadays with lots of attachments, bringing it to me and saying to me, Dad, this is where you should be looking at, and basically it's making the machine work to its best capabilities in the industry. And for a small operator it's brilliant, because you turn up and people are overwhelmed because they go, crikey, you've given us all these options. Great, you can just do the work.
Exactly. It just makes our life easier because we can go to a customer. If for instance there's like a really tight pond or anything like that, it just makes our life easier now. If you fully load the machine, it's just easier for us, isn't it?
It is.
You know, like I said, it's more presentable as well, I think, for us.
It is.
Having a machine fully loaded, being able to do jobs more efficiently as well. You know, saves us time and money, and that's what and that's everything at the moment, isn't it? It's time and money is everything.
And going back to this, the Liugong again, the reason with the breaker as well, a lot of the small machines now are piped up for breakers, so a lot of people have just got breakers and that. They don't invest in anything else, it's just a breaker, standard buckets and that. But when you've got the machine that has it all, you might as well just invest and do the right thing, because it makes your life easier. and like I said, you've got more to offer the client, basically,
100%,
isn't it?
100%. And obviously, like Dad was going off the breaker then. So the breaker is solely used for, I don't know, demolition, and that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So recently my dad did a job which still amazes me. I don't know how the machine did it, but that breaker in this machine broke through a 400mm thick piece of concrete that was reinforced as well, and I don't know how it did it, but it did it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, basically we had a phone call from a client to go just over into the Welsh border to break out this wall. So I arrived with the machine and breaker, and the client was a bit took back because he had his own 13-ton JS sat there but haven't got a breaker for it, and said, could you have a go at it? We had a go at it, we did the job, the client was very pleased. So I was really pleased because I was took back as well. I didn't think I could do it. You know, and then going on from there is another thing, you know, we've been discussing about having a ripper bucket,
ripper shank,
a ripper shank to go with the machine, so when we are breaking up concrete and that, it's again, the machine's got the power, but we're putting the right equipment with the machine, not just putting anything, just actually looking at what's best for the machine and what the machine can use.
And again, with the ripper shank, that will be probably used for big stumps as well, so it just puts less wear. That's why I was going off again. It's just less wear and tear on the machine, so it just makes it easier. Instead of having a bucket trying to rip big stumps out, get a nice ripper shank on it. Just easier for the machine, you know, ripping through the roots and stuff like that. It's just more efficient, and that's what we've got to do. And then with so basically this machine as well is kitted up with a track dumper and a 1-ton wheel dumper. So the reason why Dad went for the 1-ton track dumper is obviously because garden work, which we do a lot of. And the other reason is as well is obviously bank work and stuff like that. It is perfect for that. And then with the 1-ton wheel dumper, I think the reason why we went for it was obviously because if we're having to tip material further away, you've got the speed, and same again, time and money is what it comes down to. And the other thing as well is obviously it's got it can go up to skips, so we can lift into skips a lot easier. Obviously the downside to the track dumper, we don't have that, but we get around it, don't we?
Yes, so. we do, you know. But yeah, thank you for listening in to us.
You know. I know we go on about it, but honest guys, it is a really good machine. I mean, the price we paid for it, it's got everything. It's got your extra aux lines, you've got LED lights, you've got all. The only thing you don't have is aircon. I mean, come on.
Come on.
You know? But yeah, I think eventually, I mean, so we're going to invest in, the next thing will probably be a ripper shank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then,
you know, a ripper shank. And then, like my son was saying, we're a post borer as well. Like I said. You know, and it's just stepping stones, but you'll get there in the end, and you'll have the right equipment to do the job. And it's like I said, time and money. You know.
I think eventually as well, I mean, it is a lot of money to try and justify getting a tilt rotator, and obviously I understand that. But that is why I like the Liugong as well, is obviously because of the price we paid for it. It is kitted up for it. You've got the aux lines for it. It's all kitted up basically, ready for it. So one day, maybe. But I'll say that just maybe.
Maybe.
Not yet. For the price the quote we got was a bit like. But maybe one day. But not at the moment. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you on the next one. And hopefully on the next one we'll be actually working the buckets and the grab and the breaker and whatnot. But okay. Cheers for watching, guys. And we'll see you on the next one. See you later.
Bye.